Welcome to Hips, Glutes, both strengthening and stretching class today. We will do 30 minutes of exercises to strengthen our hips and glutes as well as increase mobility, flexibility, and we'll stretch it out. So what you'll need for today's class is a mat. A yoga block is optional and a neck support. And I certainly recommend ankle weights, especially if you are used to doing my fitness classes, because I'm sure you have built more strength in those hips and glutes than you think. So to continue to challenge and overload those muscle groups to continue to increase strength, let's add a little weight challenge. Okay, if you're using the ankle weights, let's place one on each leg. And if you only have one, we will start with the right leg. We will be in tabletop position, as well as lying on our side and our back. So we'll start in tabletop position, and if you prefer to add some extra cushion for your knees, then what I will recommend is that you take the edge of your mat here and roll it up and give yourself a little extra cushion here. All right, so on our knees and our arms, tabletop, straight elbows, back is flat, neck is neutral. Let's start with our right leg. We're going to take it straight behind us. You're going to try to lengthen through that right side. Keep your hips and shoulders square, neck neutral, stomach tight. Squeeze that right glute before you do anything. Now lift that leg up and see how high you can take the leg without arching your back and kicking it up. So flat back, maybe you can get it parallel to the floor. Maybe you can get it a little bit higher than that, but generally any higher than this, you tend to arch your back. Now tap your toe down. Take it up, squeeze, tap down. Stay nice and square, nice and stable. Good. Exhale up, inhale down. Now you may be hitting a little bit of core work if you're really able to stabilize those shoulders and hips. We are in a plank-like position to help the stabilization. Just lift and tap, lift and tap. We've got 10 more like this. Up, one, nice and controlled up, but also control it down. Try not to just drop that leg back down. 3, up, 4, lift, squeeze, 5 more, up, 1. Now we've got high reps. So anytime you want to take a rest, you just go ahead and stop, take a little break, and join back in. And here is 20. Now hold this one right up there. Lengthen again. Squeeze that right glute. Let's pulse for 20. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Bring that leg down, keep it out there. Now a ladder movement. So we go up, hold, up, hold, up, hold, all the way down. It's hold, 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 and down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. There's 3. Up, up, up. 4. Now this one we've got 15 reps. Up, up, down 5, and squeeze. 2, 3. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. After this exercise, we have one more before we take a break. 8, 1, 2, 3, down 9. Breathe. 2, 3, 10. Up, 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 down. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We've got 2 more like this. 1, 2, 3. Down, and 1, 2, 3. All right, follow me. Now we're going to take it up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, all the way down. So instead of ladder, you're getting it all the way up there, pulsing it, tapping down. Lift up, up, up. There's 3. As high as you can without arching, pulse it, take it down. 4, 1, 2, 3. There's 5. We've got 15 here, and then we do a little stretch. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Keep that tension in that right glute. There's 8. That left glute is probably working as well. It's stabilizing you. 9. 1, 2, 3. There's 10. Squeeze, breathe, breathe. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. Squeeze, pulse, pulse. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And 1, 2, 3. There's 5. All right, good. Pull that knee in. Let's sit those hips back toward the heels, stretching those arms out into a nice, gentle child's pose position here. And feel that nice stretch through your upper back and shoulders right along your lower back and hips. Taking a couple breaths here. All right. Let's roll up slowly. And we're going to try that now on the left side. That same series. So let's start in tabletop position again. Hips and shoulders square. Neck neutral. Stomach tight. We take that left leg behind us. Squeezing that left glute before we start lengthening through that left leg. Okay, back is flat. Here we go. Take that leg up. Tap it down. Now you're being careful not to take it so high that you're arching your back and losing that hip stability. There's 3. Exhale up. Inhale down. 4. Nice and control. 5. Tight core here. 6. 7. Breathe. 8. Up, down. 9. 10. Really tighten and squeeze that left glute. 12. Up. 13. 14. Squeeze. 15. We've got 5 more like this. 1. Up. 2. Lift. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Now we're holding it up. Really lengthen. Squeeze that glute. Let's pause for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Bring that leg down. Okay, now we're going to move into that ladder work. So we lift just a little bit, lift a little higher, even higher, tap it down. So it's 1, 2, 3, down slow. Now we've got 15 reps. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. Keeping those hips and shoulders square, stomach tight. Squeeze that left glute. 4, 1, 2, 3. Down. 5. Squeeze. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Control up. 2, 3. Control down. 8. 1, 2, 3. There's 9. And breathe. 2, 3, 10. 5 more here. 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. Hold, hold, hold. 4. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5. Now this time you take that leg as high as you can without arching and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Take it down. Lifting counts as 1. So there's 1, 2, 3. Down 2. Squeeze, pulse, pulse. 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Up, pulse, pulse. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. There's 8. And pulse. Squeeze, squeeze. 9. Nice tight core. 1, 2, 3, 10. 5 more. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3. There's 1. Nice flat back. 1, 2, 3, 2. Head is neutral. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one here. And 1, 2, 3. Down 5. Nice. All right, bring that knee in. Let's sit back into child's pose again. Hips go back toward the heels. Arms stretch out in front of you. And forehead comes toward the floor. And we're taking a couple nice breaths here. Relaxing into the stretch. Looking for a nice stretch to the upper back shoulders, right along the lower back and hips. All right, let's come out of this position. Shake those hands out. Our hands and wrists, elbows and shoulders sometimes take a little bit too much tension as we're in that tabletop position. Now let's do another stretch where we lay flat on the floor on our stomach. And you can bend your elbows so that your hands are either under your chin, or you can rest your forehead on your hands. Okay, whichever position is more comfortable for your neck. Your feet and knees are together. Let's square the hips and shoulders up. Let those hips sink into the floor for a few moments here. And take a nice breath. All right, let's do a half frog stretch where we take that right knee up and out to the side. Not too high up, because I want you to try to keep your hips pushed down. If you take that knee too high, your hips go right up in the air with you. So we're trying to keep the hips pushed down, opening up the front of the pelvic hip area, as well as right through that lower back hip area. Now, take a couple breaths here. Try to relax into the stretch. If you feel pain, lower your knee down a little bit. This should be a comfortable, feel-good stretch. All right, let's slide that right leg back to our start position. Square the hips and shoulders up again. And now pull that left knee up and out to the side. Careful how high that knee goes. Make sure it's a feel-good, comfortable stretch. And then try pushing your hips down into your mat. And then again, taking a couple nice rhythmic breaths. All right, let's pull that guy in, and now we're just propping up onto our forearms for a few moments. As you prop up onto your forearms, let your hips continue to sink down. Make sure your shoulders are not crunching up towards your ears. Pull those shoulders down. And now open the chest and arch up a little bit. Look up to the ceiling, just putting a gentle extension in your lower back. And then just let your stomach and chest sink toward the floor a little bit. Push back up. Feel that extension. Lower your chest down. Let's do 5 of these. Just a gentle arch up here and down. Exhale as you push your chest away from the floor. Look up toward the ceiling. There's 4. And once more, push your chest away. Look up and down. Okay. Now we're going to roll onto our side. Okay, let's roll on the left side first, so our right leg is on top. And this is where you can grab either a pillow for your neck, or I'm using a yoga block. I like the yoga block. It puts my neck in a nice neutral position and helps support my neck. It doesn't sink down. Now we've got both knees bent here. Okay, and our knees are just slightly bent in front of us, so that if we lift our back heel up and we extend our arm out to the side, our hand and heel are right next to each other. If my knees are tucked way up here, then of course my hand and heel are not near each other. So kind of back here so that your hand and heel are right there. Okay. Now, we're going to take our top leg, our right leg, and bring it out to the side. Once you have that leg out to the side, your ankle, knee, hip, shoulders are all forming a straight line here. Be sure that your hips are stacked and you're not sitting your right hip toward the floor. Push that hip forward, stack your hips, okay? That way we're working the outer hip area right here. Foot is just slightly flexed, not hard, because I don't want your calf screaming. And now let's lift this leg. You're going to notice it's not going to go super high unless you rotate your hip. Then you can get that leg way up here, but that's not our goal. We're keeping the hips stacked, keeping the outer hip on top. So we're going to end up having to stop because that's how our body works. And then bring that foot down to the floor. Let's bring it up, hold it, down slow, up, hold. There's 3. So we're really squeezing this outer hip area. 4, up, 5. Now you can tighten those abdominal muscles. 6, you can even pull those left obliques a little bit off the floor. 7, and that will help engage your core as well. 8. If that's too much to think about, then just focus on that hip. There's 10, up, 1. We've got 15, 2, up, 3, squeeze, 4, and squeeze, 5. Now you're going to take it up as high as you can. It's not going to be very high. Make sure those hips are forward. Let's pulse for 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring it down. Now we've got that ladder again, just like we did in the previous exercise. It's 1, a little bit, 2, a little bit more, 3, as high as you can get it, and take it down. Squeeze that glute again. Keep it squeezed. There's 2. Now we've got high reps again. So if you need to take a little rest, skip a rep or 2 and join back up. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Hold, hold, hold. 5. The slow, controlled movement is what really makes this tough. 6. The ankle weight makes it tough as well. 2, 3. There's 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. Hold. 2, 3. There's 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. We're shooting for 5 more. 2, 3. There's 1. Hold. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more here. 1, 2, 3. Now we've got those 3 pulses. Get that leg as high as you can. Go 1, 2, 3, and down. This will be our last set before we rest. 2, 3. There's 2. And I hope you're really feeling that outer hip by now. 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Squeeze. 2, 3, 5. You'll probably notice my leg is not going as high as it was. 6. That's due to fatigue. 3, 7. But that's good. We're trying to overload the muscle group. We're trying to work harder than what we're used to. That's what makes the muscle get stronger. There's 9. 1, 2, 3. Down 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3. 1. Squeeze. 2, 3. There's 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. Up. 2, 3, 4. Last one. And 1, 2, 3. Down 5. Go ahead and bend that knee. All right, just kind of wiggle around a little bit. We'll stretch this out. But first, I have some feeling back there. All right, let's take that top leg and just drop it down in front. Just putting a gentle stretch through this hip. So I've intentionally only chosen a couple exercises with high reps, with a high workload, to really overload those muscles. And then, of course, some relaxation stretching in that same area to kind of keep the mobility and flexibility intact. All right, now let's take this top knee and gently pull it in towards your shoulder here. And you can rock it forward and back a little bit. And continue taking a couple of breaths here. All right, and now let's just take that foot up toward the ceiling. Reach behind your thigh here and pull that thigh towards your chest. This knee can bend as much as you need it to bend. We're looking for a little stretch through the hamstring area. And then again, rock back and forward a little bit, and that'll give you a little bit more mobility in the hip as well. All right, let's bend that knee down. Okay, we're gonna flip over onto our right side now and do all of that on the left leg. Getting that neck in a nice neutral position. Our knees are slightly bent in front, so that's when you lift your heel and hand are right there. Okay, you're stacked, so your hips are on top of each other. Take that left leg out. Okay. Careful not to lean back. Get those hips forward so they're on top of each other. Now again, let's take that leg up. Let's find the spot where we can take our leg without rotating and feel those outer hip muscles, okay? And then take it down. You can tighten the abdominals. You can even lift the right obliques off the floor a little bit to also get some core stabilization going here. All right, here we go. Up and down. Lift and down. Squeezing this outer hip. Okay, everything is 15 reps now. Up, hold, lift, hold. 5, control up. Control down. Squeeze this outer hip, left glute area. 7, 8, up, 9, up, 10, and lift. 11, 12, 13, 14, up. 15. Okay, let's get that leg up there. Squeeze that glute. Now pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bring it down. Okay, that 3 count ladder lift. Up a little bit more. As high as you can. Down, slow. Take your time. Hold. Hold, hold, and down. Watch those hips. Make sure you're not leaning back. They stay stacked. There's 3. Focus stays in this outer hip glute area. 2, 3. There's 4. Breathe. 2, 3, 5. Up. 2, 3. Down. 6. Up. 2, 3, 7, lift, hold, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, down, 9, breathe, 2, 3, 10, we've got 5 more like this, hang in there, 2, 3, 11, 1, 2, 3, there's 12, 1, 2, 3, 13, and up, 2, 3, 14, 1 more like this, 1, 2, 3, and 15. Okay, let's go for those pulses. Take it up as high as you can. This counts as 1, 2, 3. Take it down. Hip stack, squeeze the glutes. There's 2. Last set here. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. Then we finish up with just stretching. 2, 3, 4. And breathe. 2, 3. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. There's 8. Control. 2, 3. 9. Breathe. Try not to hold your breath. 10. 1, 2, 3. There's 11. 1, 2, 3. 12. 1, 2, 3. 13. And 1, 2, 3. Last one here. And 1, 2, 3. Down. 15. Okay, nice job. Bend the knee. Wiggle around a little bit. Relax that hip. Okay, that was a lot of reps. So, if it was easy for you, and you don't have an ankle weight, I certainly encourage you to grab an ankle weight for the next time you try this series. If it was a little tough and you had to take rest, no problem. Just keep working at it until you can do it all without resting. Go ahead and bring that knee down in front. Continue stretching. Even if you didn't use an ankle weight, as long as you overloaded the muscle group, you're doing a great job. All right, let's take this top knee now and pull it into the shoulder area. Go ahead and move that leg forward and back a little bit. Just working on stretching and mobility in the hip area. And breathe. All right, now let's try taking this foot up toward the ceiling. Again, it doesn't matter how much you bend the knee, as long as you're getting a nice stretch in the back of your leg. Gently pull that thigh towards your chest. Hold it, and then let's move it around a little bit again. Okay, now if you have your ankle weights on, just whip them off kind of quickly, and then have you lay on your back. Let's get another glute stretch in here to finish up. So, knees are bent. Feet are on the floor. Position your head so that it's in a nice, neutral, comfortable position here. Let's take that right ankle, cross it up onto the left thigh. Now take your left hand outside of your right knee and gently pull that right knee over to the left side and tilt a little bit to the left side, and you'll start to get, hopefully, a nice gentle stretch in that right hip glute area, keeping the right arm down. You can even try rocking a little bit here, just a little tiny movements. Anytime I offer the opportunity to rock, if you prefer the static stretch, just go ahead and continue holding it. You don't have to rock. It's only if it feels good for you. All right, now that's a gentle stretch. If that was a little more intense than gentle, continue to hold it that way. If you want to increase the intensity, take that left foot off the floor. Use your left hand to grab your right ankle and use your right arm to hug your right thigh into your chest. This will make the glute stretch a little deeper, a little more intense, and again, tilt a little bit over to that left side. Now you should really feel the difference in that stretch position. Again, you can continue to statically hold this if you'd like, or try a little gentle rocking. I say gentle because obviously if you rock too far, you're going to tip right over. So just a gentle rock side to side. Now again, if this is a good enough stretch for you and it feels good, hang on right there. But if you want to try to increase the intensity even a little bit more, take your right hand, reach over for this left foot or ankle, and try pulling that left foot toward the right buttock area, but be sure to keep that right thigh tucked close to your hip, or close to your chest, sorry. Right thigh close to your chest. And then try tilting again to the left. And one more option to rock side to side if you'd like. And that should be a really good glute stretch for you. Alright, let's release all of that. Bring your feet to the floor. Make sure your hips are square if you got a little off center there. And now take your left ankle, cross it onto your right thigh. Take your right hand outside your left knee area. Pull that left knee over to the right side, tilting a little bit to the right, starting with that gentle stretch in your left glute. Again, if you want to rock a little bit, try that little rocking position, see if you like it. All right, if this stretch is good enough, go ahead and hang on. If you want a little deeper stretch, take that right foot off the floor. Take your right hand, reach for your left ankle. Take your right arm and hug that left thigh close into your chest. Tilt a little bit to the right. And again, a little gentle rock side to side if you'd like. Increasing that stretch through that left hip glute area. All right, one more level. If you want to increase the intensity, take that left hand, reach for that right foot or ankle. Pull that right foot in toward the left buttock area. The left thigh is still very close to the chest. Tilt to the right. And one more opportunity to rock if you'd like. Keep the breathing nice and rhythmic. Try not to hold your breath. All right, let's take that all back to our center position. Release. Now let's hug both thighs into your chest. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Let your low back sink into the floor. Let the hips relax. And again, if you'd like, gently rock side to side. All right, awesome job. When you're ready, coming up slowly and carefully. Continue to hydrate. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.